come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come.
From the home of the reigning Super Bowl champs, we are inside a sold-out and absolutely rocking Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack, and remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 20. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike, 55.
Brady now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, Alabama.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a carry for White, and only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense.
Motion.
Mike 55. Hey, check it.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Wait, 20.
Right there, 54 Mike.
He runs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Raheem Mostert, touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Gets around him. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can drive as many.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. There's Prescott. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. No.
Here's Mostert, and he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
55's Mike, guys, 55. You're trash. Check, 55's the Mike. Check, 55's the Mike. Here we go, D.
Now Mostert. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Brady. This is White on the screen. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Patriots 7.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
All day, every day.
And it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Mostert. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Shotgun now for Brady. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Cowboys on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Prescott, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Rip.
This is Mostert. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Watch the screen. Hey, orbit. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, 66.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott, flushed out right. He finds his man Johnson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
23 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Paul bringing it in. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This is Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Go. Let's see what you got. Let me go.
The final shot before half for Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now give that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
72.
On third down, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Going to 53. Going to 54. Going to 54.
Now Prescott. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go, 46. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
56, right there, 56.
Go, tackle, let's go. We got this. We got 26.
First down, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
We're going to 54. Hey, kill.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Brady will try again on second down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm going. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. You gonna get this ball?
Check it, reload.
To throw, it's Brady.
You think you gonna get this?
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Right there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Sugar.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was that he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Tom Brady, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one 28 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Wait, that's 53! 55! Rip left, rip left!
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, he's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 25, check 25, check 25.
Check! Check your hot read. Slam, slam. Slew draw Corker. Hey, Alabama.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. Here's a first-down throw that's complete. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First down, Dallas.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Forbath, the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Hey, second.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brady. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. But we know Dorsett can make those plays with that top-end speed. You think back to the Combine 5 years ago when he ran a 4.33. And now in his 3rd season in New England after 2 in Indianapolis, but only 290 yards last year. Patriots want to utilize him more. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
They start on the ground with Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough. And these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
I got you.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Prescott to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Check the shot. Pick the edge. Come. Shoot. Going to 53. What do you think?
He'll look to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Tight end right.
Hey. 4 down.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. D4. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
You can't stop me.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Keep it up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle in the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
I got him.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for New England, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.